Welcome one and welcome all. Welcome to From Broken to Worlds, where I train through injury to try to qualify for the 2027 World Masters Highland Games Championship. Welcome to my journey. This is my last workout before I go on vacation. We're heading to Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island in Eastern Canada. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going to be bringing my bands with me and doing some training just with bands because we're not staying in hotels where there might be, or at least not very many hotels where there might be hotel gyms and that kind of stuff. We're staying in Airbnbs and whatnot. So I'm bringing three different bands and see what we can pull together with that. I plan to record those things, those workouts anyways. So if I'm able to pull it off, sometimes it's hard on vacation. I'm able to pull it off, but hopefully I'll be able to record them for you guys. One thing I did want to talk about this episode or vlog is that what my plan moving forward is. And because of my injuries, as you can see, I'm not doing squats or regular squats because my back just doesn't like them too much right now. And good news is my knees are actually feeling quite good, so that's the good news there. But my back now is giving me the biggest grief. So doing some split squats. I started off doing it with the axle bar here, but you can see it kind of moves around, and that wasn't enjoyable. It kind of hurt my knee actually, because I don't know. I'm not too sure exactly why, but it hurt my knee. So I put my adjustable chin-up bar there, put a little cushion around it, and that worked much better. So yeah, anyways, my plan moving forward is after I come back from vacation, I'm going to only do the gym once a week, but I'll be practicing on the field a lot more frequently. My thinking is, I'm not super strong, but I'm strong enough and I will get more results from my technique than I will building any little bit of strength for the rest of the season. So unfortunately, my injuries kind of got the best of me this season, but I haven't given up hope for it. Still trying to qualify for the 2027 World Masters Highland Games Championship, but training has been pretty challenging for me this season, and so that's my change up. Is I'm not too sure exactly which day I'll do what, but there'll just be one day in the gym and I'll just be doing some basic compound movements. Hopefully my back is better by that time. Here's a little interesting exercise I did. I put on some ankle cuffs. That kind of readjust a bit here, but some ankle cuffs, and did some laying hamstring curls. So how would I describe this? It's not as good as a machine. No claim for that, but it's still pretty good. It really, especially at the top side. The top side was the heaviest right there. That's when it gets heavier, where I find some machines, that's actually where it's kind of the lightest. In this setup, that's where it's the heaviest. I found it kind of more because of my back, I guess, but kind of hard to get in and out of position, as you saw there. But that's also some good functional training, I guess I'll call it. But the reason I am focusing on my hamstrings like this is because I've been doing belt squats and split squats, and they're very much quad focused. And I'm not doing that much. I haven't been doing that much in hamstrings. But the problem is most of the hamstring work that you can do in my setup involves hinging, and my back is not allowing me to hinge. I haven't tried Nordic curls. That's another route I can go. I just wanted to give this a try, and it turned out better than I was expecting. But again, it's not as good as a dedicated machine for this. But it's something, and it's not a little something. It's actually, I'd say probably about 85% as good as a laying hamstring curl machine, at least the ones that I've used. So that's pretty good, and was able to get some pretty good stimulus. Also, because of my back, the standing shoulder press, not so nice. So I decided to do these seated shoulder presses so I can have some good support for my back. The only thing getting in and out of the position was the hard part. But outside of that, it worked quite well. Didn't load it up too much weight, just 135, but it went quite well. So I'm pretty happy with the results there. And we'll probably be doing something like this moving forward. And yeah, so here's another kind of alteration to try to eliminate or lessen the power transfer through my spine, which is giving me some grief right now. These are kind of the things you try to troubleshoot and try to figure out and try to move forward and still get some good training in while doing a similar but not the same kind of exercise. Again, this is not as good as doing a standing shoulder press as far as your overall effects, and particularly the transfer over to the Highland Games, because you do the Highland Games on your feet. And so whenever possible, doing exercises on your feet actually gives you kind of a better transfer over to the sport, to my sport. But if you're into bodybuilding and stuff, instead, this is a good, I'd still say don't not do the standing shoulder press. Still do that. It's a really good exercise overall. But this is a good accessory or alternative to do. You can swap them in and out, or however you want to do it. Do a seated shoulder press. And with the barbell, it actually felt good. It felt a little unstable at the top at first, but then I figured out how to stabilize the top. And I was pretty happy with it. My chin-ups went pretty good as well. I think the hanging actually feels good. It feels good on my back, and I think it's probably good for it. And the pulling, doing this movement doesn't affect anything in my back negatively, so good exercise to keep. All right, this is about the end of my workout, guys. I will see you with some rubber bands next time, hopefully. All right, see you guys. Peace.